start with a pledge of allegiance for the reorganization meeting. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
We're going to start the reorganization meeting with the election of the board president. Do I have a nomination to elect the board president?
I nominate Chad Franzman to be board president.
I'll second that.
Are there any other nominations for board president? Any discussion? All those in favor to elect Chad Franzman as board president signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes unanimously. Mr. Franzman,
Yes.
the gavel.
Awesome.
The rest of the meeting is yours.
Okay. Moving right along, election of vice president, looking for a nomination to elect a board vice president.
I'd like to nominate Jeff Nielsen for vice president.
I'll second that nomination.
Okay, a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Okay, all those in favor of electing Jeff Nielsen as the board VP, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Looking for a nomination to elect a board secretary.
I nominate Jerry Mahalik for board secretary.
Okay, there's a motion and a second to elect Jerry Mahalik as the board secretary. Any further discussion? Any other nominations? All those in favor of electing Jerry Mahalik as the board secretary signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. We need to appoint a corporation treasurer. Looking for a motion to appoint a corporation treasurer.
I move that Beverly Hines continues as our corporation treasurer.
I'll second that.
Okay. Is there any other nominations or any discussion? All those in favor of appointing Beverly Hines as a corporation treasurer signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Need to appoint our legal counsel. Last year, we had Newby, Lewis, Kaminsky, and Jones LLP. I'll entertain a motion to accept them as well.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Any other discussion? All those in favor of Newby, Lewis, Kaminsky, and Jones LLP as legal counsel for the corporation signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Looking for a motion to accept the conflict of interest statements as submitted. Conflict of interest statements are for Keith Buchanan and Dr. Brooks.
Make that motion to accept the conflict of interest statements as submitted.
Second.
Okay. Any other discussion? All those in favor of accepting the conflict of interest statements signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Mrs. Lavalette, we are going to remove G from because we didn't have anybody last year and we aren't going to have anybody this year. We need to appoint a legislative liaison to the Indiana School Boards Association. We're looking for a motion to appoint a legislative liaison to the Indiana School Board Association.
I'd like to appoint Chad Franzman and Jeff Nielsen as the legislative liaisons to the Indiana School Board Association.
I'll second.
Okay. Any discussion? All those in favor of appointing Chad Franzman and Jeff Nielsen as the legislative liaison to the Indiana School Board Association signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. We need to appoint a member of our board to the Hebron Redevelopment Committee. Looking for a motion to appoint the Hebron Redevelopment Committee representative. Go ahead.
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Jennifer Felton as the Hebron Redevelopment Committee person.
Okay,
I'll second. Oh, go ahead.
I'll second that motion.
okay. Any discussion? All those in favor of appointing Jenna Felton as the Hebron Redevelopment Committee person signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. We need to establish our meeting date, time, and place. Looking for a motion to establish the meeting date, time, and place.
I'll make a motion to retain the second Tuesday of the month at 7 PM in the boardroom.
I'll second that.
Okay, any discussion? All those in favor, to retain the second Tuesday of the month at 7 PM in the boardroom signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Establish compensation for the board.
I make a motion that we obtain a stipend for the calendar year 2026 in the amount of $4,500.
Second.
Okay. Is there any discussion?
Just to clarify that we're removing the meeting.
Yep. Yep, the per diem meetings will be removed and we'll just go to a straight. Okay? Yep. We'll make it easy for you.
It's all for you, Helen.
Yeah. All right. All right, there's a motion and a second. If there's no other discussion, we'll move to take it. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes for one stipend. There's no other business? Yeah, then we'll adjourn this meeting and move on to the next. All right. Okay. All right. Like to call the Board of Finance meeting to order. We need to reorganize our Board of Finance and elect a president. I'll entertain nominations for the board president.
I make a motion that Chad Fransman as the Board of Finance president.
I'll second that motion.
Okay. Any other nominations? Discussion? All those in favor of Chad Fransman as Board of Finance president, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. We need to elect secretary of the Board of Finance.
Like to know Jerry Mahal, for the Board of Finance.
A second.
Okay. Any other nominations or discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
I have some presentations.
Yep.
A quick couple of presentations to give about the Board of Finance, or the Board of Finance. First is the investment report that was a part of your packet. We have MSD of Boone Township dollars in two accounts. One is First Source Bank, and last year we were able to get a little over $25,000 out of our investments in First Source Bank, which is on the higher end over, I would say, the last 20 years. Historically, interest rates were a little higher, I would say, historically last year than they were previous. So out of that account, $25,093 in that investment. A bulk of our dollars are part of a municipality group called Trust Indiana. Quite a few schools and municipal organizations are using Trust Indiana. Last year, we received $118,909 in interest from the money that we have in that account. The thing that we like about Trust Indiana is there's some fluidity in that account, unlike a traditional CD where you can only take it out and it matures after maybe 8 months or 12 months or a year. You can be a little more fluid with those dollars. And so that's been a great thing to use for Trust Indiana. And their interest rate's a little bit higher. Right now, it's sitting at about 3.7%, which knowing that we can move the money in and out it's great for us to have that flexibility. So we've been very happy with Trust Indiana, and actually Porter County Education Services just went to Trust Indiana as well to have their money. We're seeing more and more school districts moving to that account. So we're happy with that. Also in your board packet is the Distressed Unit Appeals Board packet that is published on Gateway. And, every year it's updated. This is probably a year old at this point. However, in the packet, it talks about having an ADM. Our average daily membership is 950. We know that our fall count was 912, and we've been still dropping that number. Anticipate next year, maybe starting around 860 students or so for the school year. So our numbers do keep declining with small kindergartens coming in and some of our larger high school classes graduating. And so that's not great, but I will say that we've been able to manage some of that through staffing. And, when people leave, they retire, we've really taken a hard look at our needs. And so I felt like, and the principals help out with a lot of this, and we've got a great relationship with our union. And so having those conversations early on, we've obviously been talking about staffing here in December and even today for next year with our union and with our administrators. So it's very important for us to make sure that we've got the right number of staff for the amount of money that's flowing in. But I will say that we have healthy accounts. We have a rainy day fund with over $1 million. And, I'd like to say, obviously publicly, we did a huge energy savings project that everybody knows about with our solar and HVAC. And just over Christmas break, we received the Inflation Reduction Act money of $2 million over Christmas break. So we received a check from the IRS for $2 million, and we're still owed around another $500,000. And a lot of that money is kind of earmarked for some roofing projects that we have to do here over the course of the next few years. But that money's sitting in Trust Indiana as well right now, gaining some interest. And, that's all kind of an operational cost is what we're going to be using that for. So that was a pleasant surprise to see that come in around Christmas. So other than that, that's all I have, unless there's any questions from the board.
Okay, motion to adjourn this meeting?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second, all right, meeting is adjourned. Okay. All right. We'll call the regular board meeting to order. Mrs. Lavalette.
All right. What time is it?
7:15.
Mr. Nilsson,
Here.
Mr. Kransman.
Here.
Hennon,
Here.
Mrs. Felton,
Here.
Mr. Mahawk.
Here.
Also present is our superintendent, Dr. Brooks.
Okay, is there any public comment pertaining to the agenda action? Okay. Any additions or deletions to the agenda? No. Consent agenda. Is there a motion to accept the consent agenda?
I'll
as
make a
presented?
motion that we accept the consent agenda as presented.
I'll second that.
Okay, any discussion? All those in favor, signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Agenda, Dr. Brooks.
First item on the agenda is the overnight field trip. It's our high school, it's FACS, FCCLA. We have a group of students guided by Mrs. Proper, who is our FACS teacher. She takes students to a leadership conference at Ball State. And we have some students that win some awards on this conference. So it's been a great club and group for our high school students to be a part of.
Okay, need a motion to allow the overnight field trip request?
Motion to approve the overnight field trip request.
I'll second it.
Okay, any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion passes.
Next, we have our annual list of outstanding and unpaid checks. Over the last couple years, usually every 2 years, we have to kind of clean those books up. And we have some outstanding checks. Some of them get lost in the mail. Some of them never get cashed, but, our business office works hard to try to make sure those do get, cashed or, issues a new one. So but we are at the time where we have to remove these outstanding and unpaid checks.
Okay,
There was a short list in the board pack.
okay, looking for a motion to remove the outstanding and unpaid checks.
We'll make a motion to remove the outstanding and unpaid checks.
Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes.
Next item are donations. We have a couple donations. We have one for the cross-country team from Dunes Mobile Coffee. And we also have a donation for the baseball team at the high school from the Porter County Chaos Travel Baseball Team.
Okay, we can do one to accept both, right? Yeah, okay. All right, looking for a motion to accept the monetary donations for the cross-country team and the baseball team.
Make a motion to accept the monetary donations for the.
I'll second that.
Okay, any discussion? Okay, motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes.
And the last item of new business is permission to participate in a request for proposal for our food service. We switched from Chartwell's a couple years ago to the Northwest Indiana Education Service Center food service procurement program. And this is one way that they help keep costs down. So each year we try to go out and request for new proposals, be with our bakery, different food distributors, milk, dairy, produce, and snack and beverage. So this is just permission to participate in this procurement program to find the best price.
Okay, looking for a motion to grant permission to participate in RFPs for food service.
I'll make a motion for permission to participate in RFPs for food service.
I will second that motion.
Okay, any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passed. Administrators, Mr. Pryko.
Directed. Okay. First off, thank you to Santa, Frosty, and the Grinch for visiting the elementary school on the last day before winter break. Always a memorable time as they rile up our students and get them excited for the afternoon before Christmas break. Our teachers have been working hard getting back into the swing of things. Semester grades were different than quarter grades on our new system, but they handled it well, and I feel like we got a good report card out. We haven't heard too many comments from families, so hopefully they appreciated that. We're right now in our access for ELL's assessment. That's something that's grown over the years as we have more students move in with English language learner accommodations and that need to take that access test, as well as just finishing up iLearn Checkpoint 2, and then we're getting into testing season. So we've got iRead coming up shortly, iLearn Checkpoint 3, and then the big iLearn will be here before we know it in April. So just lots of testing, but that's just a testament to how hard our teachers and students work to learn and grow throughout the year.
First of all, happy School Board Appreciation Month to all of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Yep.
you for everything you do and all of your support. 10 students were recognized in the month of December for Hawks Pride. Friday, January 9th was Law Enforcement Appreciation Day, and we recognized all 4 of our SROs for what they do in our buildings and how much we appreciate them. We have begun our master schedule planning for the 26-27 school year, and changes to our traditional schedule are being made due to new class requirements by the new Indiana SEAL requirements, and just looking at what our teachers can teach due to their licensure and what we could offer our students by utilizing the teachers that we have. So those conversations are starting to happen at the high school and starting to figure those things out, and hopefully maximizing the electives we can offer our students and using our teachers the best way possible. And last but not least, this Friday, we have our first ever Hall of Fame Hebron Hawks athletic event. So excited about that. I know Dr. Brooks and the Hall of Fame committee have been working really hard on that. So excited to see that come to fruition, and welcome everybody to the building for the big game against Westville.
We also have checkpoint 2 coming up next week in the middle school. Today we had 4 students go down to KV, 8th grade students go down to KV for academic invite hosted by Ball State. Challenging events, word analogies, coding, visual sequencing, patterns, critical thinking, and some other topics. Our kids held their own, so it was great to see that. We had 66 students make the honor roll for quarter 2, so they'll have ice cream bar on Friday. And then we had 21 students earn perfect attendance for quarter 2, and they'll have donuts on Friday morning.
So what time should we be there?
Not over.
All 3 of our middle school boys basketball teams are PCC tournament champions. We recognized them on Friday night at the South Central game. We're getting a lot of positive feedback on our post about the Hall of Fame inductees, and have gained over 1,000 new followers to our websites. So that's great. Coach Wayne Straka received a national award from the AEA Institute of Mental Health for Coach of the Year. The national award, and pretty neat thing.
Yeah.
Chad Patrick donated a game-worn autographed jersey that replaced the one that we have displayed in the hallway, and we now have that up in the high school hallway outside the gym.
Nice. Very cool. Thank you. Any public comments? None? Superintendent?
Just one thing I want to recognize, our high school drama group. I think they put on an excellent play before Christmas break. If you weren't able to go to it, it was funny, it was light, and I try to attend those if I can. I like to go to the matinee show on Saturday, and there were a lot of kids doing some great things up there that I would have never have thought, knowing these kids as they've grown up. So then I know Skeggy went as well to the Friday show or whatever, but it was well run. Our drama department just keeps improving, and it was just a great show to go to. It wasn't too long, it wasn't too short, and I was just impressed with our kids. So I want to say that. And then just looking forward to this Friday, and there are some people on the list for this Hall of Fame that was put together that I've never really met, and so I can't wait for that, and just to hear some of the alumni that are coming back, and they're very excited. So it should be a big night, fun night, and looking forward to it. So,
All right. Any board comments?
Yeah, I missed last meeting, so I just wanted to say congratulations and welcome aboard to Jenna. And on behalf of the board, Dr. Brooks, thank you for the delicious bunch.
you're welcome.
They put me up.
Thankful
Thank
to
you
you.
so much.
Thank you.
No,
That's your Brooks' idea.
Yeah.
Thank you.
so much.
Thank you,
And I
Mrs.
can
K.
really hold a straight face. They put me up to it, I'm telling you. It was twisting my arm. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
We
It was-
appreciate it. To the correct person that,
Awesome.
thank you very much.
They're great.
Much appreciated.
Cakes are great.
All right. Is there anything else? Any other board comments?
Make me the bad
All
guy
right.
all the time.
Yes, yes,
Please.
absolutely.
First graders comes in as kind of an handful for me, and it's just, we really appreciate it, the busyness of your weeks.
It's taken me 4 or 5 years to get pretty good at it, right?
Afterwards, no, thank you, appreciate it.
All right. If there's nothing else, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.